Hey guys, it's SHMUP Monster here with your very first SHMUP review. If you're not familiar with what a SHMUP is, it is the acronym for shoot 'em up. We have vertical shoot 'em ups, we have horizontal shoot 'em ups, and you know what? They are all f***ing awesome. Wait a second, what the f*** was that? Why the f*** am I being dinged on my own channel? Whatever, cue my intro.
How to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street?
So, our very first review is going to be on the Sega Genesis. Well, more to the point, the Sega Mega Drive, as it was known in the land of the rising fun. The game in question is the 1992 title, Gley Lancer. What the f*** a Gley Lancer is, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a Mitsubishi with a speech impediment? Either way, the game was developed by a company called Messiah, and believe you me when I say it is all types of kick-ass. Wait, what the? I'm not even allowed to say ass. Gley Lancer is actually the name of the ship you pilot, and as this opening scene shows us, Lucia Cabrock, I think that's how you pronounce it, a rookie pilot in the space fleet, hears of her father's mysterious disappearance in some kind of warp. She immediately commandeers one of her ship's best fighters, the, oh man, CSHO-1XA Gley Lancer, and sets off to comb the farthest reaches of the galaxy for her father. The story really isn't all that important here, but it does give us two different endings when all is said and done. Plus, the cutscenes are pretty impressive for the 16-bit console. So, what makes this horizontal shooter stand out from the 11,000 that were also on the Mega Drive? Well, much like most shooters, you have two options. You know, those little doohickeys that float around your ship, and they can fire at enemies. However, these options can be aimed in any direction, allowing for far more versatility than your usual space shooter. Additionally, holding down the C button will lock your options in place, allowing you to shoot independently from your movement. And speaking of movement, you can adjust your speed with 4 different settings to suit your playstyle and how the levels are currently playing out. There's also some awesome weapons to pick up as you blast everything around you. Amidst your usual twin shots, lasers, and multi-directional beams, there are also flamethrowers, laser sabers, and the most useful one, the bounce gun, which shoots green bullets that ricochet off surfaces. Gley Lancer is a good-looking shooter, but the level designs aren't always the greatest. It's all sort of random. Some whiz by at lightning pace, making you white-knuckle your controller while letting out a stream of curse words. Oh, me in the f***ing ass. What the f*** is going on here? How the f*** am I supposed to f***ing get past that? And then, there's instances of the game going rather slowly, as though you're crocheting yourself a nice pair of mittens. I don't understand it. How the hell is this even relaxing at all? The same can be said for the graphics in the game. On one hand, some of them are pretty awesome, reminding me of Life Force, pretty much the standard I use for horizontal space shmups with cool alien and environmental designs, while others are fairly generic. If anything, at least the boss fights are pretty awesome, but can be aggravating as all hell. Get killed and you have to go back to the checkpoint. Yep, it's one of those shmups. I really hate these kind. Just let me respawn where I am and keep playing. The sound is pretty okay, with some kick-ass music tracks, and while there are some voice samples in the game that cheer you on with such nonsense as "stick to it and believe in your power," It's pretty inspiring and gives this monster a confidence boost, but it suffers from that scratchy tin can sound that the Mega Drive was known for. Gley Lancer isn't the hardest shmup, nor the greatest, but it's fun. Some excellent scrolling effects, and with the ability to aim your weapons, it opens up completely new avenues of gameplay. After playing this one for a while, and you go to a shooter that doesn't have these movable options, you feel sort of punished with how strict the rules are. Oh, and if you want this one, prepare to pay some money. It's a popular one among collectors and fetches a few $100. However, the repro community was so kind to release reproduction carts that only run about $30 or $40. That really isn't half bad, especially since the game text is translated. Lord knows I can't read Moonspeak. So, there it is, Gley Lancer. Kind of a dumb name, but a decent game. It's one often talked about by Mega Drive collectors, and for good reason. It has the right amount of challenge, and good enough graphics and sound to appeal to almost everyone.